1 second.
Stand next to me so you look good and tall.
It's not helping. Good. Everybody ready? All right, y'all, thank you for coming tonight. We had an eventful evening here in Jefferson Parish, especially on the west bank of Jefferson Parish today, where we had a tornado touchdown, stretching across probably about 2 miles of area through Marrero and Harvey. We're here at our laser building at the 1801 West Bank Expressway, where the Sheriff's Office itself actually suffered significant damage here in the back. Our range area, which is back behind this building here at our laser facility, completely destroyed, where the entire roof came off the back of it. We have numerous units. We brought in all of our specialized units out tonight. We brought in our day watch and night watch. This happened on the day watch, and our night watch came in early, and our day watch stayed late. Have several road closures still here in the area. West Bank Expressway, especially in the lower portions, are closed, and we'll have certain neighborhoods that were heavily affected by storm damage that will be closed probably through the night. Fire department still assessing their houses and doing secondary searches right now, so those streets will be closed. And we also have a lot of power outages here in the area. We have those areas mapped out. We know that you're out of power. Energy is obviously going to be working, but it's going to be a while because we have numerous poles down in the area. Rest assured, the Sheriff's Office, we are working extra crews tonight. We'll have plenty working the residential and business areas of the areas without power. If you have any problems, our 911 system is still up and running and operational. And I wouldn't suggest anybody committing any crimes tonight, because we'll have a ton of people out there to be able to handle it accordingly. The JPCC still has power, and we're taking reservations. I want to make sure that we have it clear. We have very minor injuries. Very lucky today. I had a few people transported for some scrapes and bruises. One of my deputies was actually in the tornado when his back window busted, got some glass jarring, but it's in good condition from that standpoint. Our deputies were on scene, identifying where the damages were immediately. We came here and started up our command center, mapping out those areas, bringing our deputies in to make sure we could get the roads closures, do the search from house to house, and we'll be able to continue to do that through the night and obviously tomorrow until it's need to be done. Here with Parish President Cynthia Lee-Sheng, along with council members Ricky Template, Scott Walker, Dominic Impostado, and Dino Bonato, working together with the parish and the fire department. I'll let her give the updates on her departments of what's happening. Really also want to thank, thankfully us, we were kind of prepared. Let's face it, we got some messages this morning from the school system about closing the schools early today. I can't necessarily say that I was in 100% favor of that, right? You're looking at it and trying to figure out what storms are going to do. Well, it's a great reminder of why we took the precautions they did. Parish closed early today at 12. I did the same thing. This is an administrative building that was here. My academy class is happening in the building that lost its roof just now. They actually kept our academy class here till 2 o'clock today, kept them after the 12 o'clock into 2 just to finish up some training. And sure enough, 4 hours later, the entire roof is gone off the building. So those precautions certainly save some injuries, save some lives, and you can always hope it goes the other way and hope it doesn't happen. But this is a case where we took some actions this morning, and it certainly worked out for us. I'll let Parish President Cynthia Lee-Sheng talk, and I'll take any questions afterwards, y'all. Thank you. Cynthia.
Thank you. I know the sheriff introduced our council members. We want to thank them for being here. I want to also say Chief Don Robertson and Joe Valiente from our emergency operations team has also been here. So, we got word, I got word about 4 o'clock that the tornado hit. So for the past several hours, we've been kind of canvassing the area. It's about a 9 by 5 block, is that what you said? 9 by 5 block area where a lot of the damage took place. This tornado seems like it hit in a lot of places, and through that neighborhood, it just kind of plowed through and really did a lot of damage. So we lost daylight early, unfortunately. So we were able to bring out some lights. As I was leaving that area, we were bringing out more lights to try to put the lights at the first part of the block and light it up, and we were able to get through a little bit more. Our fleet is going to keep those lights fueled through the night, so we will continue to do that assessment. We did the first assessment earlier today, and that's just about life safety. And then the second assessment they're undergoing now, a little bit deeper look into the building, understanding the damage, talking to residents, so they're going to start that right now. I did declare a state of emergency earlier tonight, so that has been done. The whole area that I'm talking about has been secure with barricades, and luckily, as the sheriff said, we've had no victims so far, and that is the blessing that we've had tonight. I've had a talk to residents that are it's a strange thing. It's the same state of shock that they're in a hurricane when they see their house damaged. It's unfortunately the same look. And when I talk to them, it's the same thing, except, thank God, crying from the loss of a loved one is a different kind of cry, and I've not had to hear that tonight. So that has been the real blessing of the evening for us. Terrytown Playground was opened as a shelter, and we've had many families go there throughout the evening. I just got a call. I think the few that were remaining were still trying to go to relatives' houses. So most of those people found a little bit more comfortable place to stay, but we did have that shelter open for the people who were immediately displaced. Our EOC number is 504-349-5360. So we want to make sure everybody has that number. And we are working with Red Cross for the people who have been displaced. They're not, the house structures, when you go look at it, if you've seen it today, they're not livable, some of them. They're not safe to be in, especially right now tonight. So Red Cross is helping us with that. I was able to speak with Patrick Hamby with Entergy. So we initially did a priority for what we need his assistance on, things like the hospital, Weinhoven Apartments, we know they're on generator power, our West Bank water systems on generator power. So the critical infrastructure that we need powered up quickly, we gave him that list, and they will start their assessments after that. Atmos was working with us. We had some gas leaks earlier today. All of those have been handled already, so we want to thank them for being on the ground with us so very quickly. And Cox, I got a text from Cox just a little bit ago. They're going to complete their assessments in the morning and begin the restoration process shortly after that. Dr. Gray with the Jefferson Parish Public School System, I was able to talk to him today. They are out still now assessing all of their buildings. They have teams out. They note right now that West Jefferson High School and Marrero Middle School are going to be closed due to damage. So if you go to West Jefferson High School or Marrero Middle School, the damage is too bad to have class tomorrow. There may be other school closures based on electricity. So what they're asking is that parents are going to be notified as soon as possible, and they will use their district email and student progress messaging system to notify parents about that. Again, more schools might be closed because of a lack of electricity, so I think they're waiting to see on that. I do want to thank all of the media, because when I talked to the families, many of the families I talked to heard it on the news that the tornado was coming in that area. Take cover now. They literally were watching television saying it looks like it's going to hit the Harvey Marrero area, take cover, and they did that. Many people also got the text alert from the National Weather Service. So it's the technology that helped people. The tornado happened very quickly. People were telling me 10 seconds, 30 seconds, very fast. So the fact that they happen to be watching TV or they happen to have their phone and get that text alert really, I think, helped us be in the position that we're in tonight to say that we have no fatalities. So we want to thank everybody for that, and I'm sure the sheriff will agree. We don't want people sightseeing. The area is very dangerous. There's exposed lights, poles are down. It's not the area. Our people, our first responders still need to do their work. The people whose houses are there are not going to want the place to be like a tourist area. So let's respect them, respect what they have to go through. Let the only people in the neighborhoods be the people who need to be there, the utility companies. So please, let's respect them and the needs that they have to restore their lives, and let's not drive through the area and be a sightseer. Okay? Sheriff? So many houses, I mean, if you recall what Grand Isle looked like, it almost like the house is exposed, the roof's off. Many houses are like that. Not as much as Grand Isle, but in that neighborhood, probably how many? 15 or so. Some houses have a lot of roof damage. Some houses have the side that's off. Many of them just suffered external damage. Many of them, the windows blew out. So they have a lot of their belongings on the outside, many things that were outside or inside their house. I mean, there's no kind of pattern there. This is what we've been seeing. I've seen pictures of the Winn-Dixie. There's a bleacher from a middle school. I don't know what middle school it is. It's a green horseshoe, kind of stabbed into the side of the house. Big bleacher, like right through the heart, the way you'd see in a picture. Weird, strange things like that. There's some weird Santa Clauses that are tucked between fences and in strange places. Christmas trees that were inside the house or outside the house now, kind of sad. But that's, you see all those kind of things. And it kind of hit the neighborhood. Chief was telling me it didn't go in a straight line. I haven't seen, we'll see that in the future, but it seemed like it popped around. It was in a diagonal through that neighborhood, but it didn't seem like it was a straight diagonal. It seemed like it popped around a lot. That's the Harvey area. Chief, you want to give the perimeter that we said? Do you know it offhand?
Yeah, so it's basically Foss Avenue in Harvey to 3rd Avenue from 8th Street to 4th Street in Harvey.
And that's what they did for their assessments. They had that perimeter. They were trying to shrink the perimeter the rest of the day. We had teams going out comprised of the sheriff's office staff, our firefighters, as well as the EMTs going out and really divided that map up. So, okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, I know you guys are still assessing damage, but how does this tornado compare to past tornadoes, like earlier in the year?
I couldn't remember when we had the tornado last year that also hit St. Bernard, but that was not as bad. But it's almost the same time of the year, I feel like. It was after hurricane season, and then it hit and it went to St. Bernard.
Yeah, St.
But this is worse,
St. Bernard.
Sheriff?
Nah, I
Yeah.
mean, St. Bernard was certainly, because I was out on St. Bernard scene, was certainly, I would say, worse from a direct line. It was a direct path. Where this one, it looks like it bounced from a few different neighborhoods to neighborhoods, so it's more spread out over probably a 2-mile area. So, you know, same significant damage to certain houses that exist, but you know, I remember St. Bernard was a direct path where you knew exactly where it came through. This one, you know, we can see, we've identified on my map different property that's out, and there's definitely bounces from place to place. So. I don't, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say long minutes, but I mean, I don't know the answer to
So,
that question.
yeah, on the whole path, I don't know, but when I talked to residents and I asked them how long they thought it was, I heard between 10 and 20 seconds. It happened that quick, very fast, at their house, obviously. So the whole path might have taken several minutes to go
Yeah,
straight
correct.
there. Yeah.
Just hearing from residents, and a lot of them, you know, that there is a state of emergency, but they're also wondering if there's going to be any disaster relief or anything like that.
Yes, we'll get that, and we'll work. You know, the governor's reached out to me, the lieutenant governor's reached out to me. We've declared a state of emergency. I know they will have needs. Luckily, most of them that I talked to had insurance, so many were insured. It's just hard that it's right before Christmas and they're having to deal with this. The timing is just very difficult for them. But
Terrytown Playground going to be open tonight? Does it need to be open tonight?
Terrytown Playground, as just a few minutes ago, the few people that were there were leaving. So we're probably going to close that soon. We think everybody who kind of needed assistance tonight is probably would have come there already. So.
Let's make it clear, if we have somebody that needs assistance, we'll find them a place. So. Is that all, Sean? All right, y'all, thank you very much. Thank you.